moment. Why risk your eternity? Why risk your eternity when you can call upon the one whose name is Jesus so that he may save you today and forever? Now here's a fact. Those who refuse Jesus and the salvation that he offers cannot truly say Merry Christmas. Oh, a lot of people say Merry Christmas. They don't even know what they say. They think they're saying Merry Christmas because they got a big fat bonus, or because of this, or because of that. But for them, that's not really a Merry Christmas at all. They wouldn't understand. To have a Merry Christmas is to know the salvation that Christ of Christmas can give you today. What's in a name? Everything when it comes to Jesus. But you notice something else. The angel did not say he will save God's people from their sin. You notice that? Do you know why? They said God's people would have been immediately limit salvation to the Jews. They God's people. They were limited to them. Although Jesus said, I came to my own, and his own received him not, they reject him. But nonetheless, the salvation that Jesus brought first to the Jews, then to the Gentiles. If he says he came because his name is Jesus, for he's going to save God's people from their sin, that would have limited his salvation. But God said, he shall save his people. Who are his people? Everyone who comes to him becomes his people. Everyone who accepts his invitation for forgiveness of sin and eternal life is his people. Everyone who repent of their sins and say, Father, I cannot save myself, Jesus save me, becomes his people. Everyone who receives him as their only Savior and Lord is his people. You are his people. Are you his people? If you cannot definitively say that today, you can. You can pray and receive the forgiveness of Jesus and receive him as your only Savior and Lord of your life and the Master of your life and the one who blesses your life. You can come to him today and become his people. Oh, you'll be glad you did. I tell you, in all the years of all my travels all over the globe and meeting, I've never met one who says, you know, I became a Christian 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever, said, I've been regretting it ever since. You never will. You never will. Your gratitude to God grows day by day by day by day. Let me share this with you. On December 21, 1988, Pan Am airline was blown by Libyan terrorists over Lockerbie, Scotland, and all the passengers met their death. The plane was filled with university students from Syracuse University in New York. They have been studies abroad and they're returning home for Christmas. A few days later, as I followed that news, I saw an interview with one of the students who was supposed to be on that flight, but she missed it. She was late and she missed it. And she's being interviewed, and as she was grieved and bereaved over the loss of her friends, here's what she said to the interviewer. I used to believe that I am in control of my life. I used to believe that I'm in control of my destiny, that I'm in control of my future. After this event, all that's changed now. I remember sitting there, literally talking to the television. I said, why does it have to take a tragedy like this to realize that thinking that you're in control of your life is a mirage? Our deepest need on this Christmas season is to surrender to the Jesus of Christmas. Surrender to him. Today I pray that if there's anyone here who thinks that they are in control of their life, they are in charge of living in that mirage, that they would hand over control of their life to Jesus. Gladly surrender to him. Not only you'll be saved now, the rest of your life, but for all eternity. He will not only forgive you now, but he's going to give you power over sin.
Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of Israel.
This is Leading the Way with Dr. Michael Youssef, and an encouragement to surrender to the Christ of Christmas. You can learn more about what that means